Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay. This one को mute करो। पेट्रोल mute करो ना। ये छोड़ दो, बाहर जाकर छोड़ दो। Leave it, Ramesh. That one outside. यदि unmute नहीं होता? हाँ? Good morning. Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I could hear you. Yes, I could hear you, sir. Clearly hear you.
Hello.
Voice is good. Yes, sir. Voice is good.
Hello.
Yes, sir. I could hear you.
No problem.
Yes, sir. I could hear.
Yeah. Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm
Clearly.
not able to hear your. You are able to hear my voice. Okay. I'm not able to hear your voice. For that reason, I asked you. Now you are able to hear my voice.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So, yeah, you can start the session now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Principal ma'am, shall we start? Rajesh sir. Rajesh sir.
So please disable my screen.
Okay, sir. Okay. Rajesh sir. Rajesh sir.
Hello, Suresh sir.
Rajesh sir. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. I'm is ready.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
We can
please
start,
allow
sir.
my screen.
Okay.
Please allow my screen. Hello.
Hello, Suresh sir.
Yes, sir. Rajesh
Please
sir.
allow my
Shall we
screen
start?
sharing, please. I want to
Yes, sir.
share
Yes,
my
sir. We can, sir.
PPT.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. I'd allowed, sir.
Allowed? Okay.
Suresh sir, just a minute, sir.
Okay, but will be.
You are able to see my screen?
No, sir.
Huh?
It's just joined.
No?
No, sir. No, sir. No. Okay, sir.
Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Babu.
It's my happy and duty to invite you for the workshop on intellectual property rights and IP management for startups, sponsored by MIC, Ministry of Education, Government of India, under the IAC Mentor-Mentee Scheme of 21-22. It's my duty to invite and welcome Dr. Patnalla Sri Ramachandra Murthy, Director, Head, IPR Department, Newland Laboratories Limited, Hyderabad. He is in his busy schedule. He has accepted and kind enough to share the ideas and how we can able to go for making this intellectual property rights and IP management for app for the startups. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and coming through this particular Zoom, sir. It's my duty to invite our Madam Principal, Dr. P. Baby Shakila, and President IAC SKASC, Krishna Arts and Science College, for this workshop on intellectual property rights and IP management for startups. In her busy schedule, she is also kind enough to accept it and having come over here and presiding this function. I'd like to invite all the participants from Nurul Islam College of Arts and Science, Kumarakoil, and the KES Sharaf College, Mumbai, then Chavalier T. Thomas Elizabeth College for Women, then Vivekananda College for Women, Tiruchengodu, Valluvar College of Science and Management, Karur. In this regard, I would like to invite all the participants as well as the faculty members who are present over here. Not my last but not the least, I would like to welcome our own faculty members who have been joining here and assisting this program to come up in a good manner. Now, I request Dr. Subbaya to introduce our chief guest.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Can you, are you able to hear my voice, sir? So, Dr. PSRC Murthy is presently
Yes, sir.
heading IPR Department of Newland Labs Limited, Hyderabad. And he also worked as a scientist in IPR Department of Dr. Reddy's Laboratory. He is having 19 plus years of experience and worked on all major concepts of IP based, which is IP commercialization, IP patent, and which is related to intellectual property rights. So he is known as hardcore scientist and inventor and published 15 publications, including patents, papers, and posters. He is a registered patent agent from Indian Patent Office, and his education was, he completed his PhD in pharmaceutical chemistry in JNTU, Hyderabad. Also, he completed his PG degree in MSc Organic Chemistry from Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. And his major achievements were he involved in granting of more than 1,000 patent applications. He won various awards such as IP Leadership 2020 Award, IP Excellence 2020 Award, Silver and Gold Patent Award from Niti Aayog, and so many awards he won, which is countless. So thank you for giving an opportunity to introduce our chief guest, Dr. PSRC Murthy. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Hey, Babu, you might
Suresh sir, your audio is muted, sir. Suresh sir.
Speaker offline.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to welcome our principal, Dr. P. Baby Shakila ma'am, to preside over the function.
Video. Okay. I'm not seeing. Yeah. Very good morning to one and all present here in this who have been assembled in the virtual gathering. It gives me an immense pleasure in welcoming everyone, all the colleges who have been coming under our mentor-mentee program, who have joined in our college for this mentor-mentee program. The first session which we have organized. I would like to welcome once again Dr. Patnala Sri Ramachandra Murthy, who has immediately accepted when we asked him to come and give us this lecture on intellectual property rights and IP management for startups. IIC is all about how we mentor our students and how we encourage the students to participate in the entrepreneurship development culture and to enter into startups and to develop their ideas as you know, initial and apply this IPR into their startups. So this after coming into IIC, all the colleges have stepped into this innovation culture, and we have to promote this research in association with innovation culture to the students. Even from the undergraduate level itself, students understand that innovation is very, very important. And gone are the days where the students will be using their study material, going for the examinations and finishing their coursework. But nowadays it is all about self-reliant India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. That is what is our aim. So we have to definitely cope up with the expectations of the nation, expectations of the leaders of our nation, and all our youngsters should definitely come up with their ideas and convert those ideas into commercialization and make it into a product. So this will help them to move to be dependent, not to be dependent. It will be an independent way of taking their career. So this will be helped a lot by the for the students by IIC. I would like to welcome all the coordinators from various colleges of this IIC, and also I would like to welcome the chief guest and everyone who has assembled here. So I hope this session will be really useful one, and I congratulate our coordinator, Dr. Suresh, for having organized this program. I really congratulate each and everyone, and all the best, dear students of other colleges also. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your gracious speech, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Patnalla Sri Ramachandra Murthy sir to take the session.
So
Now
you are
the
able
stage
to
is
see
yours.
the presentation? Yeah, you are able to see the presentation?
Yes,
Hello?
no, sir. Actually, no. Actually, whole screen is sharing, sir. So you can share your presentation, sir.
Presentation you are not
Yes.
able to see? Yeah,
Yes,
you are
yes,
able to
yes.
see now? Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Now we are seeing, sir. Make it full
Okay,
screen, sir.
great.
Kindly make it.
Yeah, so good morning all. Let's go to directly to the subject. And first of all, we should understand how to start the research, where to start the research. That is a very important, because the thing is, we can't do research on whatever things we thought, because research is a very costly affair. So research consumes a lot of time, lot of money, and lot of resources. So for example, if you want to develop a drug in your laboratory, it will cost around 2 to 3 crores rupees and 2 to 3 years of time for a small process development for a drug, API drug. Or if you want to launch one formulation in the market, it will cost around 10 crores rupees. So where this money will come to the organizations? Because government cannot fund that money, because whatever research amount is there, the private organization have to make that money from their profits only. Even nowadays, even government organizations also, slowly government is asking them to generate the money. So how to generate the money? That's the biggest thing for doing the research. Of course, whatever the grants we are getting from the government might be not that much enough also to do the research. So the thing is, where to start the research, how to start the research, and which is the profitable invention, and how to convert that profitable invention into commercialization, and how to get some money out of that, and how to convert that money into future research and invention. This is the latest way of strategy for the government of India, or even for the worldwide. So the first part is selecting of the product. So how do you select the product? Of course, here I had written IPR in pharma business, but it goes to the every field, even if it goes to the electronics or mechanical, whatever may be. The first thing is, of course, I will talk about later. So first, let us discuss what is IPR. IPR means intellectual property rights. That means the intellectual property created by the human brain. That means patents, trademarks, copyrights, geographical indicators, and designs. These are the different types of intellectual properties. So let's give me example so that you can understand easily. So this is the TV, Sony TV. You people mostly, maybe this is the old TV, maybe the TV which might be in around 1995, 2000, but just I given this TV for just our understanding purpose. So when you go to the shop, what you people ask, you people want to buy the TV with the brand name, Sony, LG or something. That means brand makes a lot of effort in the market, because Sony means it tells you about the quality of the product. So the thing is, someone may misuse your same thing, so same production by, and with if you don't have a brand name. So for your quality, their brand name is Sony. So what is patent? So let us start with the patent. Patent means something related to technology. That means you have a remote. So how do you operate your TV? You have a remote. So you on the TV by using the remote. So here your invention is a remote technology, because earlier in 1990s, what you people have used to do, we have a 12 channels and we used to switch one after another, all these 12 channels. But now we are having 400 to 500 channels we are using through a remote. So the remote here, which connects the TV, might have a patent, and which gives a life of a patent for a 20 years. That means technology is protected by the patent. For example, the TV which we are shown in this photograph is a occupies a lot of place. But now whatever TVs now we are getting is a flat TVs or flat TVs, and they are very thin in size. So are plasma TVs. So what happens? A lot of new technology has been arrived, and all this technology, plasma technology, is being patented. So what is the advantage of the patent? Because the advantage of the patent is you have a exclusive rights of 20 years for whatever your invention is there. That means for the 20 years, you only can sell the product in the market. If anybody is using your technology, you can sue them. You can put a case on them and you can stop them, and you can become a market leaders. Nobody can enter into the market. For example, so many technology, Android technology and all these things are patented. That means only that company can do that one. Other companies cannot use that technology. So patent is a very important for production of your technology, especially in case of electronics, mechanics, or in chemistry or life sciences or any field. So coming to the trademark, so the life of the patent is 20 years from the date of filing. That means in India, we can file our patent application in a different 4 locations. For South India, Chennai is the patent office. So for all Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka, Kerala, all these South Indian states, we have to file in Chennai. For North India, it is a Delhi, and Southeastern, Eastern states, it's a West base, it's Calcutta, and another Indian patent office is Mumbai. So there are 4 patent office covering all the 4 sides of the India, and South India was covered by the Chennai patent office. And of course, trademark and design also we have to file in Chennai patent office only. So coming to the another thing, another intellectual property is trademark. I already told you trademarks plays a very important role in branding of your product. So people will come to understand the quality of your product with your brand name only. For example, if you want to go and purchase the refrigerator, what you do, you will ask to purchase a LG, because people knows that LG is known as a good brand of refrigerator. So brand plays a very important role in selling of your product. So another kind of intellectual property rights is designs. What is design? So design means, see, this Sony TV has any design. So that whatever design it is having, you can protect it for 15 years from the date of registration. So you have a patent by which you can protect your technology, by trademark, which you can protect your brand. You can have a design by which you can protect your design. For example, I will tell you, 10 years back, whatever the televisions are there, they are very costly. Maybe a 42-inch TV which costs around 1 lakh at the time, now which is costing around 40 to 50,000 only. Why that much reduction in the price of the TVs? Because the thing is, one is the patent expiry of the technology, and there is also a patent expiry of designs. So for that reason, whenever the patent expires for a product or a design patent expires, then the price of the product will automatically reduce. Because once the patent expires, what happens? Once patent expires or design patent expires, what happens? Everyone will enter the market with the known technology. Coming to the trademarks means every 10 years we can renewal it. For the trademark, there is a no limitation for the life. So coming to that, what inventions are patentable and what inventions are not patentable? See, plant varieties are not patentable. Just a minute. So what are the patentable? So first of all, before knowing what are patentable, we should understand what are not patentable. See, discovery of scientific principle or abstract is not patentable. Arrangement and rearrangement and duplication of known devices is not patentable. That means you are rearranging some device and getting some kind of function and activity. They are not. Method of agriculture and horticulture is not patentable. Okay, and mathematical or business methods or computer programs, algorithms are not patentable. Method of playing games is not
एक दिन के लिए आप आगे चले जा सकते हो क्या, क्योंकि मुझे सिर्फ वो डायनामिक हैंडल नहीं तो आफ्टरनून आ जाएगी.
Medical, surgical, and diagnostic systems are not patentable. Plant varieties and seed varieties are not patentable.
हाँ, कि मुझे सिर्फ वो खत्म कर लेंगे ना आज बैठ के, फिर आप कर सकता है, कंटिन्यू कर सकता है.
Madam, someone is talking. Please kindly keep it mute. Please mute. Okay. Okay. Right. So, and these are not, and traditional knowledge is not patentable. That means whatever devices you want to invent a new device, you are want to rearrange the parts in that device, and then you want to say that it is a new invention, it is not patentable until and unless it has some kind of advantage. You can rearrange the parts in the device if you are able to show that there is some kind of advantage. In similar way, if you have a computer program, it is not patentable. The computer program should be attached with some hardware and it should have some kind of output, then only it is patentable. And for example, medical devices, diagnostic ways, surgical methods, all these are not patentable. Plant varieties, seed varieties is not patentable. Method of horticulture or agriculture is not patentable. Playing games is not patentable. Literary or artistic works are not patentable, but literary and artistic works, you can file a copyrights, which is also in a part of intellectual property rights. So we'll go to, okay. So what is the difference between a patent and a publication? So the major difference between a patent and publication is, for a publication, you require only novelty. If something is novel, it is we can publish. That means one of the spare part or one of the device in the one of the spare part is you rearranged in the one of the device, and if you're able to show some kind of novelty, you can file a publication. But for a patent, novelty is not enough. Along with the novelty, you should require inventive step and utility. That means, what is that? What is inventive step? Inventive step means it should have some kind of technical advancement or economical significance. For example, let us take a small example. In a reaction, one person has been used methanol, and we used ethanol. Due to using of ethanol, the yield has been increased at least 5 to 10%. That means by using methanol, if the yield is 80%, by using ethanol, if the yield is 95%, that means due to using of ethanol, 15% increase in the yield is there. Then it will become a non-obvious, because the thing is, novelty is here is in the literature or prior art. Prior art means already known. In literature or prior art technology, ethanol has been not reported, first thing. So since ethanol has been not reported in the reaction, automatically ethanol become novel. And here it also became a non-obvious, because the yield has been increased from 80% to 90%. That means 15% of the yield has been increased. That means there is a economical significance in this case. So whatever economical significance is there, then it will become a non-obvious. Then it should have a utility. Utility means some industrial applicability should be there. Then only you will get the patent. So that means if you want to get a patent, the invention should have a novelty, non-obviousness, and utility. So you people please kindly understand that what is the difference between a publication and a patent. Publication don't require inventive step. That means it does not require economical significance or technical advancement, whereas patent require economical significance and technical advancement, this and utility also. So these are the two additional requirements for a patent. For that reason only, patents having 20 years of validity, and it's a techno-legal document, and you have exclusive rights as an inventor, and you can exclude all others. So let's have a small example. See, here two things are there. My daughter, I want to purchase a pencil, and she also want to purchase a eraser. So the thing is, she may she want both of things in a same one device. So the invention here is C, because both pencil and eraser are in the same item. So that means C is a patentable. It is having economical significance and technical advancement also, because both of things are in the same device, both pencil and eraser, so that it is easy to the student to carry them. So this seems to be a very simple, but this called as inventions. So invention requires a lot of common sense, lot of observation, what is happening in our our society or our market. So let's have some discussion how to make an invention. So Suresh sir. Suresh sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's have a small debate. Let's invent some new thing in our session. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Let's
Sure.
have invention. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Sure.
have. So I want to invent a new fan in my house. So can anybody tell me how you start inventing a new fan? What is the process of inventing a new fan in your house? Anybody is having any idea? You just tell me. You want to invent a new fan, because you people all know ceiling fan, right? So what we do? So I will tell, no issue. Okay. So if you want to invent a new ceiling fan, what we will do? You have to understand what are the drawbacks in existing ceiling fan. So what will be the drawbacks in existing ceiling fan? Might be the first thing is cleaning, right? Cleaning is a little bit difficult, because my wife cannot go and clean always the ceiling fan, right? So cleaning is a difficulty. So what is the second problem? Air is not coming throughout the room, because my daughter want to get air wherever she sits. And then what is the third problem? Electricity bill. Maybe in summer you have both AC and fan, and you are getting a more electricity bill, right? Because my father is complaining me, we are getting a more electricity bill. So now we have to invent a new fan. So what you do? Tell me. I identified the problems in existing fan. So what we have to do? Tell me. Any idea? So when we are doing any invention, take simple things and identify the problems in that. So what I did, I taken a simple ceiling fan and I identified the problems. I identified 3 problems: cleaning difficulty of my wife, air problem of my daughter because she want to get air throughout the room, and electricity bill of my father. So I want to solve all these 3 problems. So I want to do some invention. So what I have to do? So first of all, I have to read the literature. I have to understand what is literature is saying. Is that technology is already existing? Already this kind of ceiling fan is existing. Then why manufacturers are not manufacturing that ceiling fan? This is a question mark for me. So what I have to do? So I have read entire technology reported in the prior art. Then what I find out is there is a technology is already reported. Yeah, someone is want to say something. Please, what you can say, please unmute your speaker and speak. Please. Hello. Someone has raised their hand. Happy to listen their comments. Okay, fine, no issue. So what I will do, I will read the literature, what literature is saying. So is that kind of ceiling fans is already existing? Is it possible to have a ceiling fan by using a remote which can be come down And whenever my wife want to clean it, she will clean it. And when she use the remote, the fan should go automatically up. Is that kind of technology is already existing? This is a question mark for me. So I read the technology in the literature and I found that that is already existing. So what I have to do? I have to see what is the cost involved in that. Then when I had taken the pricing and costing, if I use the technology like that, it will cost me around 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. But a common man in India want to buy a ceiling fan at 1,500 rupees only. So what I have to do? I have to invent something which should be in their cost. That means for 1,500 rupees fan only, that remote should come and that fan have to come down, and which can be easy to my wife to clean it. And that too, that height should not come more than down less than 5 feet, because most of the women in India are around 5 feet. And they require almost another 2 to 3 feet, almost 2 to 3 inches more to clean it. That means the height of the fan, that when it use remote, it should come around it should be around 5 to 5.5 feet height. So that kind of adjustment I can make it, then she can clean it easily, because in generally ceiling fan will be in the height of 7 to 8 feet in our house. So we generally used to some ladder and clean it. Only gents used to clean it, because it's very little bit difficult for a woman to clean the ceiling fan by using a ladder. So that might be the problem. So what I have to do? I have to invent a new system, remote system, which will come, which will be very easily, and which will fall into the cost of 1,500 rupees. What on an average ceiling fan is selling in Indian market, 1,500 to 2,000 rupees. And what is the second problem? Here the second problem is fan, air not coming, circulating into entire room. So what I have to do? I have seen, I have read entire literature again. I have seen that. Yeah, please. So I have read some literature. Then what I have to do? Then I have seen that some curve is important in the time of designing of the ceiling fan, in the wings designing. And then what about the third problem? My father problem is electricity. So maybe I can attach this ceiling fan to some solar system, or maybe some, if I have, I'm not an engineering graduate, but you people have a better ideas. So you may have some kind of better ideas how to reduce the electricity bill. So the thing is here, so for starting any kind of invention, first of all, you people have to write what are the disadvantages in this? What is the further improvements required? For example, if you want to invent some refrigerator, what you have to do? You have to identify what are the present existing problems in the refrigerators. And then you have to read the literature. Is it already existing? If it is existing, why companies are not manufacturing it? Because why they are not manufacturing it? Because they are not meeting the market price. See, one thing should, whatever invention you are doing, that price should meet the market price. That's a very important. Why people, company, why we are using petrol? Why we are using diesel? We can use some other fuel, right? For running our cars, automobiles, or our bikes and scooters. Why we are still using petrol only? Because petrol is cheaper. It is easy to handle. Right? So in the same way, if you want to invent something, but you also have to find out this, what are the disadvantages of the petrol? There's some disadvantages of the petrol, right? It releases carbon monoxide. It is not environment friendly, and it consumes a lot of natural resources, right? Because petrol comes from the bottom of the oceans or seas, or from the earth bound in the from the lot of digging and all those things, right? So it spoils a lot of environment, and environment pollution is there. So what is the alternative? Maybe people think that solar. Then why we are not using solar technology for running our vehicles? Then why we are not using solar technology that much for our house, electricity for our houses? Why we are not using? That means there is some investment is required for using the solar technology. Whereas for using petrol, there is not investment is not required. That means if you make that investment of solar technology less, everyone will be ready to use the solar technology. So here the thing is, whatever invention you are going to do, first point is you have to identify the disadvantages in the existing technology and identify them, and also try to have costing and pricing with the whatever existing in the market. If possible, make it lesser to the market, then someone will buy from you. If not, nobody will buy from you. Because end of the day, the customer wants something at lesser price, because customer want advanced technology at lower price. So what you have to do is, you people have to, first of all, for example, you want to do some research in inventing some robot. What you do? If you want to do invent some robot, what you people do? First of all, you have to identify what are the requirements of the robot in the market, right? So what exactly is the requirement of the market, and what is the cost requirement of the market? According to the cost requirement of the market, you have to design your robot, and you have to design the chip in the robot. And then you have to make invention, which is a cost effective and cost friendly, and at the same time environment friendly. And it should not create, and you should also take care about safety issues of the robot and how it behaves and all those things. I think you people have seen movies like robots, right? Yeah. So here is, so once you have a technology, once you have invented, for example, you have invented some new thing, then what you have to do? Immediately, you have to file a patent. So you have now you have your own invention, you have your own design. And what you people have to do? You people have to file a patent, for which you will have a life of 20 years. And then again, at the same time, whatever new invention you did, you have to file a trademark. Trademark is indication of your quality. And then you have to file a design, for which you have a 15 years of life. So patents, you have a 20 years of exclusivity. Nobody can use your invention for 20 years. You only are the market leader, because you have invented something new, and you can only get the something great. For example, any great company in the world became great only to their invention. Sundaram Pichai, right? All these people, they are all have invented some new things. For that reason only, he became a CEO at age of 40 or 45 plus. So why they become a CEO? Because he is one of the inventor in so many good inventions. Not only that, why Microsoft has been why Microsoft has been developed in such a way. Any great company, you see Dr. Reddy's, or you can see Rambax in India, or any company, whatever company, the companies which having a new technology and new inventions only grow. For example, if you see, then once you have a patent, then you can file in a patent office. Then you may ask me the question, how to file a patent. The patent filing is very easy. Just a minute, I'm just sliding the slides. Just a minute. So Suresh, you have a chemistry students in this session? Suresh?
It's actually a pool, sir. It's actually a pool of students from arts and science and commerce, sir.
Acha, so all scientists, all people are there, BCom people, BSc people, and everyone is there, right?
Yes, sir. 5 different mentee institutions, sir.
Okay, so these people are not engineering background?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Because I have some examples of the chemistry, so I thought of sharing them. Okay, I think it will be difficult for other students, so I don't want to share the chemistry examples. So I just go through directly to the subject, okay? Right.
Okay.
So what is startup? That's the first definition. So the thing is, the finance ministry described startup as an entity which has been incorporated or registered in India not prior to 5 years. That means whatever the small institutes has been started 5 years, 5 years, not prior to 5 years, they are considered as a startups. For example, micro is considered as a startup. That means it should have a 1 crore investment and turnover less than 5 crores. That means any company which is having turnover less than 5 crores is considered as a startup. and that investment should be less than 1 crore. And then what is a small company? Small company means investment should be 10 crores and turnover should not be 50 crores. What is a medium company? Medium company means investment should be less than 50 crores and turnover should be less than 250 crores. And if the investment is more than 50 crores and turnover is more than 250 crores, in generally we call it as a large scale company. So there is a small, micro is nothing but a startup company, then small companies, medium-sized companies, and then about large scale manufacturing companies or large scale companies. So what to do? See, you have a small question. Ours is a college. Can you consider is a small company or a startup? Like that you have a question. Yes, all educational institutes are considered under micro and which is equal to a startup. So you people have a 90% reduction in cost fee, and government of India has been started IP facilitator centers throughout India. You can go through the Indian Patent Office website where you can see a list of IP facilitators, and you can select anybody from the list of IP facilitators and you can use their services for patent drafting, filing, and getting the grant. That means there is no need for a startup company to spend money for an attorney. That means you have an invention, you can directly go through any IP facilitator mentioned in the Indian Patent Office website. You just go through Indian Patent Office website. There is a list of IP facilitators. You select any one of them and you can approach them. That IP facilitator will draft a patent application for you people, and he will file a patent application for you people, and he will get the grant of the patent. No need to pay any service charge. All the service charges will be paid by the government of India to the attorney who is doing services for you. So here the only cost involved for you people is filing cost. What is the filing cost? Is 1750 rupees by you, by or 1600 rupees. If you use online filing, 1600 rupees is the filing cost. If your attorney is using offline, that means he is submitting hard copies directly in Chennai Patent Office, then he have to pay 1750 rupees. So if you have an invention, you just spend 1600 rupees, you will have a patent. And if you have a 1750 rupees by using offline, you can directly go and submit in patent office and you can have a patent. So the thing is, by spending 1600 rupees you can have a patent. And so there is a no need of additional investment is required for as all startup companies. So this is about the investment requirement. And not only that, government of India has started a lot of schemes for the startup companies. You can directly reach the department of government of India or some startup DIPP, or you can also contact CII people, and they are supporting a lot. And even startup funds has been there, and bank also has been giving a lot of loans for all the startups in India at a very less, I can say at an interest rate of 20 or 25 paisa. So a lot of encouragement is going from the government of India regarding starting of any startup companies. So this is about the startups. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Yeah, Suresh, please hand over to the audience now.
Yes, we can start two-way discussions. So Sarah briefed you about the basic things about the patents and IP, and what are all the things that could be patentable and what are all the things that cannot be patentable, and how we can able to go for starting a startup, and how we can able to file all the patents through the government procedures. So this is a time for you guys. It's a very rare occasion we could able to find the sir. So he is spending much time with us. So you can please open up and you can ask your doubts. Yes, please. Students. Or any faculty members? Faculty members from the mentee institutions? Record, I am having doubts, sir. So now,
Yeah, please kindly ask.
nowadays, the publications, they're all coming up with the patents, sir. Whether is it valid because one publication having more than 4 to 5 authors, they are giving this patent. So whether that could be considered or if it is not, sir.
For patents, you can have any n number of inventors. There is no limit for inventors. You can keep n number of inventors for any patent publication.
For all, it is equally contributed, or equally it has been shared, sir, or only the first author or second author, they will be shared the credit, sir.
All are equally shared. There is no difference in the contribution, or there is no difference in the getting some kind of advantage also.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
The only thing is, in generally, as a part of respect, we generally keep as some HOD or organizational head as in the first inventor, as giving some kind of respect to him. That's it. But in generally, the all are having equal rights. No difference in their rights.
Oh.
And if that patent is commercialized, everyone should be divided the share equally. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So about the process patent, sir, processing. Say for example, when we are running the gel, agarose electrophoresis gel, there is a procedure in preserving the gel. Or after that, we can go for cutting the bands and identifying the DNAs. So if we change some procedures and if we are doing that particular process as a different one, and shall we patent it, sir?
Yes, definitely you can file a patent, but the only thing is you should be able to show you should be able to show some kind of advantage, some kind of economical significance. If you don't have some kind of economical significance or technical advancement, you will not get the patent. It will be considered just as a publication only. So, for example, by using your process, the cost might be reduced at least 10 to 20%. Then you can say it is as an invention. If not, in generally, patent office will not grant a patent for you. Yeah, there should be some kind of advantage.
Advantage should be there. Oh.
Yeah, advantage
Sir,
means it should be some cost reduction or technical advancement, something like that. Because it should be useful to society, right?
But when
your invention should be useful to the society.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I come to know that through some persons, when I'm hearing these kind of lectures, they told that patenting is not imagining a big thing to do and have to patent. Even a small kind of innovation that could be patented. So on the time he told that there is a cup with a magnetic stirrer. So if there is any need to mix the tea with the sugar, so automatically the stirrer will go and automatically it will rotate and it will be get mixed. So those small inventions also they are patenting it, sir. So could you suggest a few of the inventions like that so that the students they will be get motivated towards these kind of small things and they can go for patenting. Everyone are thinking that only the big machines or any big protocols could be patented.
Yeah, nowadays people are invented some toothbrush, you know. If you can search in a literature, a lot of toothbrushes are coming. So even a lot of ceiling fans are coming. So all these are the new inventions which can be day-to-day activities we can monitor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Adesh, sir. Adesh, sir, any questions? Subbaya, sir.
So no, sir. No.
Okay. Dear participants, from you, any questions?
Sir, nice session, sir. Conducted a nice session about the IPR.
No. Actually, it is not question and answer session, ma'am. We are not ending up. Sir is just giving a break. So he wants to have a bilateral sort of discussions, because he only talking, so he wants to have some response. You can ask sir, ma'am. In question and answer
Sure.
session also we can ask. You can ask sir, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Soumya, ma'am, you can ask if any doubts are there, so that sir will rectify you, ma'am.
Sir, no doubts, sir. Actually, everything was clear about the patent, trademark and design, how to design to remove the control mechanisms and protected by the trademark, how to design it. So everything was clearly said about the regarding this, sir. So just
Okay,
I'm telling about the sharing my experience in that, sir. That's all, sir.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Any other Menti institutions? Students?
Hello. Sir, I was in another meeting. I'll call you.
Students? Students, it's time for you to discuss with sir. Yes?
Sir, I'm from second BC, sir.
Yeah, please.
What's the procedure to design the product, sir?
What procedure to?
Okay. So,
Hello.
okay. So you want to select some product,
Yes.
right, for research? Hello? Hello? Hello, you want to select some product for your research? Hello?
Sharumati?
Yeah. Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes,
Sharumati, sir is asking, are you interested in research?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Yes.
so you want how to select a product? Okay. So, what is your educational background?
Computer science.
You are computer science. Okay, fine. So the thing is, you are mostly interested to have some kind of hardware related to software, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So one thing is there, if you have some kind of algorithm or program, it's there, it is not patentable. That program or algorithm should be connected to some kind of hardware, then only it will be patentable. So for example, if you have a simple program design or algorithm for some kind of robot, it is not patentable. If that robot should be designed, whatever robot is there, the device should be attached to your program, then only it is patentable. So that is, you should keep that in mind, so that all computer programs and design should be attached to some hardware, and that it should have some kind of utility and applicability, then only they are patentable. If not, they are not patentable. Simply having some program or some kind of algorithm, it is not patentable. It's just you can file a copyright for it. That means nobody can copy your program or algorithm.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Sharumati. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
other questions? Any other clarifications to be made before sir is taking the next step? Students, very good. So Sharumati has come up with a novel idea, and she got cleared. Like that, you will be having your own doubts. This is the time you can clarify with them.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for your this wonderful arrangement and all those things. Thanks to your college and your college committee and everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your valuable time, sir. We are very much happy. Now I request Professor Rajesh to felicitate the vote of thanks.
So very good morning to one and all, sir. Am I audible to you, sir? Suresh, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sir, chance to propose vote of thanks has come to me as an honor. Right at this outset.
Sir, please unmute, sir. Rajesh, sir. Please unmute your mic, sir. Yes.
Sir, am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes. Now you are audible. Yes, sir. Yes, Rajesh, sir, you can proceed.
In progress.
Suresh,
Yes,
sir,
Rajesh, sir.
am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, sir. Please proceed.
Sir, very sorry. Due to the poor network connectivity, I am not able to continue. I'll just propose the vote of thanks. Sorry for the inconvenience from my side, sir. At this outset, I would like to thank the chief guest of the day, Dr. Sri Ramachandra Murthy, who have given the insights about intellectual property rights, and he also given emphasized the importance of how to start a business, then the size of the business, everything he was briefing students in detail. I hope this session could have be a motivation session for most of the students who wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having spent all the time with us and share your valuable knowledge and the experience with us with small anecdotes and experiences, sir. We are very much happy, and we would like to hold hand to hand with you, sir, so that you can please mend us as well as our mentee institutions also, sir. We are having 5 mentee institutions, so they are also much interested in coming out with new innovations, because there are new culture has been inculcated by MOE, so Ministry of Education under the Ministry of Innovation. So in this aspect, I'd like to thank the Ministry of Innovation, Dr. Deepan Saku sir and Abhay Jire sir and Selvarani ma'am for giving support to us and financially supporting to us with the AICTE also. We also thank our management, CEO sir and principal ma'am to run this particular program, Mentor Mentee, as a smooth one. I also thank all the professors and the students who have joined in this particular program from the mentee institutions of 5 different institutions all over India. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining this session. We will meet you once again in a very nice session like this at the near future. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. See you guys.
Yes. Thank you.
The recording has stopped.